My legs were falling asleep, sorry.
Chris, you're doing great.
Yeah, you guys, these answers are
Well, they feel like $50 chairs.
I think we should be agnostic. We should be able to take business however the customers want to bring it to us. By customers, I mean the insureds. I think that model will stay the same for us in terms of we build relationships with individuals, whether they be in the wholesale space or the retail space, is really kind of immaterial.
Well, and just like the amount of competitors has increased over the last 2 decades, the number of environmental specialists has increased over the last couple of decades. Used to be there was 3 or 4 of them, and now there's dozens, right? So we've got relationships with all of those people.
Just means if we got to pay more to wholesalers, we need a better loss ratio, right?
It's 100% true.
I think our distribution model is always open to evolving, right? So when I look at how we do business with wholesalers, I couldn't have predicted that 10, 15 years ago. I didn't think that the wholesale industry would look anything the way it looks today.
Oh, all
right?
the consolidation and the specialization.
Absolutely, the specialization alone. And then the retail market is always interesting and evolving too, and there's always new entrants in that space as well. So I think it's super important from us being able to understand our insureds better, to have both models from a learning perspective. Forget about the business aspects. You know, the retailer getting closer to the actual insured and the person who is purchasing the insurance and understanding what their needs are and feeling that through that avenue. And then also going through the wholesaler who is the specialist, who knows everything about the environmental insurance marketplace and can tell us where our deficiencies are and where our positives are and where we need to improve. That's important as well. In terms of how the client wants to access us, that's up to the
Totally
client.
different topic.
Yeah, I can't really, tell how they're going to do that, right?
Yeah. Also, too, if you look at wholesalers, the benefit in my mind, or one of the top benefits of a wholesaler, is they aggregate business from a lot of different retailers that maybe we would never necessarily go see, or we didn't know about, or we don't have the resources to go see. They're able to bring us business that maybe otherwise we were not going to be able to necessarily, underwrite ourselves. So I think there's a tremendous amount of benefits. And to your point, I don't know what the future holds for what the model is. I mean, we've seen recently some large retail organizations go back to a captive wholesale model. I don't know what that's going to look like in 5 or 10 years. So I think we're seeing some transitions, but I think the most important thing is to be flexible, and to see how the market turns and how to be able to react. And I think Berkley Environmental does a great job with that.
Just to give you a perspective in terms of wholesale and E&S, the E&S market in general, they estimate 28% of the entire commercial market is E&S. But because of the consolidation that's happened in the past few years, the big three, they estimate that they control 80% of the E&S market. Think about that scale. Yep. That's huge, right?
Definitely. Let me tell you about my experience through some of this consolidation. So one of the big three bought up a few local partners of ours, right. And this was 5 years or so ago, and to be quite honest with you, they operated the same way. So I think that the big three, in my experience, is doing a fantastic job allowing what made those smaller shops successful to still be successful and sustain it. So our operations and our relationship have not changed.
Right.
Only thing that changed is what's on that quote now, and the invoices, but everything else, the players are still the same. They kept the leadership in there.
Yes.
And it was very seamless, at least with my experience over the last 5 years.